Punisher. That's what they call you, Punisher?
Punisher, Ray, whatever works, bro.
What name you prefer? Punisher?
Yeah, I mean, that's what people gonna know. You might as well keep them connected, or call me Pete.
P? I ain't call. All right, P. P.
Or Ray, whatever, bro.
What's up, my man?
What's happening, homie?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Crazy summer, crazy year. Can't complain.
I know the obvious. You know, we could definitely talk about it, but I just want to know, like, where are you taking us right now?
Oh, this is a nightclub that I run on the weekends.
Okay.
For, you know, like, obviously the obvious is the obvious, but it is a business.
Well, I don't know the obvious. You got to be. I don't know what you mean obvious.
Well, all right. So the obvious is obviously I'm tied up in the whole P Diddy stuff or whatever.
Oh, that's the obvious. We're talking about the club.
Yeah. So it's been said. I run like a meal review show where ladies come out, celebrate their bachelorette parties, big ladies night thing.
Okay.
So this is the club I run it out of.
Oh, dude. So are they here a lot? Like, is it an every weekend thing?
Every Friday and Saturday night.
How packed does it get?
I mean, it's seasonal. This is slow season, but we get a couple of hundred women doing some of the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't no couple of hundred women for real.
Yeah, man.
You got no proof. No proof of that. Oh, the staff in the room.
Yes, sir.
So how you change it into like how you change it into? So it'd be women strippers or male strippers? Which one?
Male strippers, y'all. So, male strippers, ladies come out, bachelorette, birthday party.
So the ladies just sit down here?
Yeah, I mean, I rearranged the room. This is from the night before, because when I'm done, it becomes a regular hip hop party. So,
got it.
You know, when I, how I look at my sales, my pre-sales, how many tables, how many reservations, and I kind of set the room up based on what I'm expecting, because it's all pre-sold. It's not like a walk up, and they just pay a cover. Like they all buy in advance.
There's a website.
Definitely.
Has your customers gone up since the Diddy trial?
Actually, nah, man. I've actually been trying to keep it separate, right? And what I mean by, I market the brand, necessarily not myself, because I gotta understand that there could be some women that feel away.
How can you keep your face was? Come on, Punisher, stop. I hate with no disrespect. You my man too. I like you. How can you keep it separate? Your face was all over the place. There's no way to keep it separate. You was on TV. You were doing interviews. There's no way you can keep it separate. So I'm confused of how the business didn't fluctuate.
You know what it is, man? I think what a lot of people are underestimating is a lot of people paid attention, but a lot of people didn't. Like,
interesting.
Like when women go online and say, hey, look, I got a bachelorette party for my sister. Let me just book something. They're not putting that together. I got to make them put that together. So I'm kind of staying low in the cut. I ain't saying my name's Punisher. I ain't saying whatever. I'm just letting them buy and come, and they're not really bridging it together.
They was telling me, they was telling me that your story, my team, was like, you grew up in Harlem?
Yes, sir.
What part of Harlem?
Dude, 139th between 7th and 8th, literally down the block from Cam, May State, 139th and Lennox.
Yes, shout out to my
139th between 7th and 8th.
Oh, so you was 139 between 7 and 8?
Yep.
And how did you get the name Punisher?
From hooping. I played ball down on West 4th Street. You know, in the cage, when you play ball on a regular, and you're a regular at the park, they give you a nickname.
You was nice?
Yeah, man.
You wasn't.
From Harlem, bro.
You wasn't nice, bro. Well, she wasn't nice.
You from Queens. You had a job.
I am. So I played basketball, but you wasn't nice.
Oh, I was nice, man.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, you ain't gonna get no nickname like the Punisher at the cage if you can't hoop.
You played in the rucker and all that stuff? Or you didn't play that?
I ain't playing. When I was coming up in the rucker, I was honestly, I was scared to play the rucker because my age, because it was too much money on the games.
Got it.
I ain't want to be the dude to miss the free throw. You know what I'm saying? And
I got you.
Make somebody So now I play. But if people around Harlem from the time, you know, you got to be like early '90s, late '80s. They know I hoop.
When I heard that you got stabbed 16 times as a kid, was it a kid or a teenager or a young adult?
Nah, I wasn't 16. That was exaggerated. But I did. I got stabbed.
How many times you got stabbed?
It was once, bro, but it was...
How old were you?
16.
Oh, see, I think that's what it is. I think that...
Yeah, I got stabbed at 16.
At 16, in the neck?
Yeah, but not the knife with the, the jagged bottle.
Who stabbed you?
I'm not sure, bro. We were at like one of those, them parties you go to in high school on the weekend at somebody's house, and my boy was wild as shit, and they stepped to him, and then I'm gonna step up, and somebody caught me from behind.
Who was your dad?
Albert Hayes.
Albert Hayes. I heard that name. They said that what they was telling me is that your dad was in the streets, and I think he got something with a bank robbery. What's the story on your dad?
Yeah, my dad was, he was a gangster, man. He was like kind of hood.
Now, but what category of gangster? I don't want to just saying gangster. What category was gangster with Pops? Like, there's different category of gangsters. Like, was he a drug dealer? Was he stick-up kid? Like, what category of gangster was he?
I mean, I think part of both. My mom and dad met young. Like, they had me at 17 and 15, right? Mm-hmm. So my dad initially tried to do the right thing, went to the Army, the service, that type of stuff. Didn't work out. They went their separate ways. Then he went down to Mississippi, was doing a little drug dealing, tried to come up and rob like a bank drop and got caught.
In Mississippi?
Mississippi.
How much time you got for that?
I think he did 8 federal, and then it ended up turning into maybe 12 with some that happened
in prison.
Yeah.
Did he get away with the money?
Nah, man. He didn't get away with the money, and then so he was smart, right? He said when he went to rob it, they was just trying to punk the dude and just take it because he didn't want to catch the gun charge, but they kind of got inside, and the dude had a gun. And so he stopped the robbery, but it's Mississippi, and then in the late 70s, it ended up my pop's gun, and he did the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain that. So who was the dude that had the gun? The person he went to rob with, or the people that he was robbing?
The people he was robbing, they had a gun.
Okay, and your pops took the gun from him?
Nah, the guy stopped the robbery.
Oh, he stopped the robbery from your pops, attempting to rob?
Yeah, but then when the cops came and everything got reported, it ended up being reported as my pops had the gun.
So your pops did 12 years, and then where did he go after?
Oh, he came back up to New York.
He was in New York, and he was just chilling from then.
Yeah, came back. Well, he stayed in Mississippi for a while. Ended up back in New York, and that's when him and my mom's actually got back together, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? They got back together, and then
that's fire.
Yeah, so that's some old true love because they went from teens and got back together
as adults.
Life. Yeah.
Why? It gets a little tricky here because I want to be mindful for the other people that I know. I want to be mindful. You were called by the government, the feds, the prosecutors, to testify.
Yeah.
Explain how that happened.
Yo.
And on top of that, being from Harlem, Puff was running around, moving around. Like, you know what I'm saying? He moves around in Harlem. People know him. People respect him. So did that cross your mind at all when you went to get called to testify? Did you think about anything pertaining to Puff? Like, I don't want to be involved in this, or you had no choice?
Yeah, so it was kind of both, right? So first thing I did was one of my boys is like a retired high-end Fed. So I went straight to him and I said, this was wild. So I went to him, I said, yo, they hit me up and they told me they want me to testify. And the first thing he told me was, yo, can you get out the country? He told me to run. This is my boy who was a retired Fed. So I'm like, damn, this is crazy. I was like, bro, I can't run. And so I asked him, I said, they talking all this, you could be in danger, right? From testifying, whatever, is that a real thing? And he said, absolutely, absolutely. So the only thing that was, I knew I didn't see anything, right? I knew I didn't see anything. I wasn't even sure why they had me testifying because everything that I saw was consensual. There was no violence, there was no anything. I wasn't sure what their angle was. So I was just like, yo, if I stick to the facts, I always thought my testimony would help them more so than it would be damaging.
How did they reach out to you?
Well, they just showed up at my crib, yo.
Hey, Dan, come on,
I
Punisher.
swear to you, homie.
What? So give me the day. Bring me to that
Bro,
day.
I'm chilling in the crib. I got a call. I live in a building in Jersey. We got a little doorman. He said, yo, you got visitors at the door? I'm like, I wasn't expecting nobody. I come downstairs. I see two white guys. I automatically knew they were law enforcement, but I thought it was club related. Because, you know, every now and then there's a little incident at the club or whatever. So I'm assuming they're going to ask me something about the club. So I woke up like kind of standoffish, like, yeah, well, they're like, oh, can we talk to you? I was like, yeah. It's like, right here? I was like, yeah, we talk right here. And it was like, well, you know, it's pertaining to Sean Combs. I was like, come this way, gentlemen, let's go upstairs. So I invited them upstairs. And, yo, they was just like, look, they were downplaying it crazy. They was just like, look, we're just doing our due diligence. We got to talk to everybody. We know you were involved. Just tell us. And I was like, just super light. Like, bro, I didn't see anything per se. I was, you know, obviously hanging out for a couple of years. I was getting paid to mess with Cassie, and you know, but I didn't see anything crazy, and I kind of just gave them the brief rundown of how I was involved. It was like, good looking out, you know, and they cut out, and there's no way I thought they was gonna have me testify. You know?
So when did they came back, or they called you and told you had to testify? Now, how did they tell you that you had to testify?
So when they rolled up on me, I was confusing the dates, but it was like May of 2024. So this was before he got arrested, any of that.
Oh, so they were planning against him?
Yeah, they was plotting, and they told me straight up they were the same task force that investigated R. Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah.
What up?
Same task force that investigated R. Kelly, and you know, so obviously they were digging, but it was nothing definite at that point, and I didn't hear anything else till December of the following.
So, and they called you?
They called. So another investigator just called me out of the blue and just was like, still trying to play it low. Like, look, we got to hand over our list to the defense now. So we just letting you know you may be contacted because they'll see who we spoke to. But then he says, yeah, and do you need an attorney? And I'm like, need an attorney for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. And he was like, well, yo, it's a possibility you could be called. So let us know if you got an attorney.
Being a dude from Harlem, come on, I want to walk around this joint. Yeah. Being a dude from Harlem. I gotta be mindful. I have to be mindful, JR. Let me think. Because my words may be misconstrued. Okay. I got it. No, you answered the question already. Being a dude from Harlem, you know, you fly stuff, jiggy stuff. Did you ever feel that you would be caught up in something like this? Meaning, you were doing what you was doing, you got paid to do what you did, but you was doing it for, like, I guess, for one's pleasure. That, you know, they enjoyed to watch it or whatever, however the f*** it happened. So being a dude from Harlem, did you ever think that this would be your lane? Harlem get money. Harlem guys are fly. Harlem guys are cool. Harlem guys are that. You chose a lane of being a male dancer, and then they basically bought ass. Did you ever think that? Come on, Punisher, don't laugh. Come on, they basically bought. Come on, Punisher. Did you ever think that would happen for you? Tell me the truth, Punisher.
Yo, man, I didn't see none of this. I got into this because my fucking ex-girlfriend dumped me, right?
Tell me about it.
That's how I ended up.
Yo,
All right, bro, I'm doing the interview, man. Stop yelling.
So,
yeah. So, yo.
Yeah.
So real talk, bro. I got out of high school, stayed with my high school sweetheart, and she started working in a strip club. Like, this is my girl. She came home like, look, this is what I'm doing. Take it or leave it. And, you know, I'm in love with her, whatever. I stayed. Yeah, after that, she just came and was like, yo, I'm meeting a bunch of dudes in the club. I'm tired of being tied down, and just dumped me. So I went like, oh, I'll fix her. You know, the young brain. I'm going to go do. Bro, stop. Yeah, I'm doing an interview, bro. Thank you, man. So
you said I'm gonna fix her.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fix her. So I'm gonna go and be a male stripper too, and that's dead ass how I got in this business. I ain't have no long term, but you said Harlem dudes get bread, right? So when I got in the business, I saw like, yo, this is a lane you could really make money. For whatever reason, in the mid '90s, like the stripper was a big deal. Like chicks used to come out hundreds and hundreds at a time, and you could make a lot of bread. So
were y'all having sex with the women? Because what I saw when I was younger, right? I don't know how to, when we saw things about male strippers, I want my son to hear this. Like you guys would walk around, pause, with your man out, shaking it in women's face, and then they'll start putting their mouth on it and all that. Like freaky stuff happen. Did that happen a lot, bro?
Not a lot, bro. I know what you're talking about, bro.
Come on, don't do that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, bro.
You the Punisher.
Bro, what you talking about is the porn site. That's
not the porn site? No, that's not the porn site. Don't do that. Don't try to downplay it until you try to save your business.
Bro.
Are women giving you head while you performing?
Nah, bro, you wildin'. Like,
they don't play. So you trying to tell me I gotta be mindful. So you trying to tell me that some of the women do not get excited and play around? Are they allowed to touch?
Absolutely.
So, but they're not allowed to put their mouth on it.
So listen, I'll keep it on it. Every now and then you'll get a wild enough chick that she'll just, I'm gonna make that happen.
Go crazy, okay.
But if you trying to make money, you can't let her do that.
So you'll stop it?
Yeah, you gotta stop that, because if like tonight, it's gonna be 100 women in here, right? Mm-hmm. If I walk around a crowd and some wild chick starts topping me off, I'm turning off 80% of the women.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, they don't want. It's a fantasy for them.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be that guy they want to get hands on. When you make yourself accessible and on a low level way like that, you ain't gonna make money.
So there's etiquette to being a male dancer.
Hell yeah. Like you, dude. Women want what everybody else wants, right? That's the flow. They want what everybody else wants. I don't care if it's men, if it's bags, if it's shoes, if it's the party to go to. It's like an exclusive type of thing. The minute you take that exclusiveness out of the flow, you lose your value.
Wow. So you went from, you don't identify yourself as anything crazy, but I'm gonna keep it real, because I like you. I think you're a nice guy. You became an escort, bro.
Yeah.
Punisher, you gotta hold that down. I know you be trying to run for that, because I heard about you, but you became an esky, boy.
So, all right, so look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with that. I did. So I'm gonna own it now, but I was in denial, bro. I was in denial.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about that, because when I watch it, because I went to go look back, you became an escort.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it real how I became in denial. I never once put an advertisement out saying, yo, I'm an escort and this is what it costs, right? But you get proposition from being a male stripper. So
Understood.
Women will call and indirectly, do you do one-on-ones? Do you do whatever? And I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? And so I wasn't really looking to do it for a hustle, but if I could get the chick to send a picture and she looked something I would hit or whatever, then yeah, I'm gonna make it a transaction. I'm gonna take the money, I'm gonna go do the one-on-one, and I'm gonna sell some sausage.
How did the I know you told the story 1,000 times. The encounter with Cassie, how did it happen, right? They called you, they reached out to you, they texted you. Were you on a website? Because it gets a little tricky when you hear the story, because you're saying that, how can women get in contact with you? You have a website.
Yeah, straight up and down, man. If somebody pulled out their phone right now and Googled male strippers in New York City, I'm coming up.
What's the name of the website?
There's a bunch of them, bro. It's Hungomania, GetPunished.com, Black Diamond Male Strippers. Like, it's a whole bunch of different...
GetPunished.com.
Yeah, Manhattan Men. There's a whole bunch of different companies that all online that can funnel this way back to me. So I think they called
Were you
my
on Craigslist?
actual site. Huh?
You was on Craigslist?
I was never on Craigslist, man.
They said that they found some dudes on Craigslist.
Yeah, they did, but I wasn't one of the
You
dudes.
wasn't one of them.
Nah, I didn't. Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna own the escort thing, right? But Craigslist is straight, I'm an escort.
True.
Hire me to pop up. I was never on there. They got me through my GetPunished.com website.
So, and they knew they were getting you, or it's a variety of different men?
You have an option, but when you call, I pick up. So I picked up.
Bring me to that day.
dude, I'm at the club like now.
Yeah,
my
staffing
phone-
room.
Yeah, no, it wasn't staffing room. This was probably the Copacabana in the city before.
Oh, I know
right?
Copacabana.
So I'm there, phone rings, and it's like, so this is Cassie, but she's not saying she's Cassie. She's saying her name's Janet, and it's her birthday. She's just like, yo, it's my birthday. My husband said I can get entertainment for me and my friends. Are you available later? I go, yeah. She goes, you got a picture? I send her photos. And then we just set a time, and I was starting to give it away, but I said, where the party's gonna be at? And they said, Trump International. You hear Trump International, you know, they might have got some bread. So I kept the party, and we set it up for 12, and then she kept calling me, yo, can we push it back? Can we push it back? Can we push it back? Ended up like 3 a.m. I show up thinking I'm coming into a room full of chicks, and it was just, she opened the door in a robe, just naked.
And it was her.
Yeah.
Did you know it was her?
I did not, bro. I did not. She had a wig on. At the time, if I would have sort of cut, because, you know, she had that buzz cut. So I saw she had a wig, kind of like some shades and some lingerie. I couldn't put it together because, you know, as I say, I couldn't see Puff, right? He was, if me and her was here, he's probably that couch over there, like behind the speaker, like in the cut. He was really on some warrior behind a table looking from a distance, and he had a mask on, so I couldn't see who it was.
Watch your mouth talking about a man like that. Are you crazy? What you mean in a corner?
Dude, I'm telling you exactly how it was.
Hey, yo, Punisher, if you walk into a room like that and a man is behind, that don't scare you? That's some eyes wide shut stuff.
Here it go, right? It didn't start when I'm near.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking to her, right? And she's like, she tells me to go in the bathroom and just change either underwear or towel. So I come in a towel, and I got a towel on. Like I'm sitting in a chair, she's laying on the couch. She got a robe on. And then, so it's crazy because everything was like out of my line of sight. So if I'm messing with it this way, my peripheral, I see somebody coming in the room, and then he sits like over my shoulder, so I can't see him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just know something going on. Like,
and that one time, so here's the thing where it becomes a little tricky. You go in there to mess with a woman, and I don't really need details. I want to respect whatever's going on. You go in there to mess with a woman. Yo, hold on, some new sneakers, JR?
No, he's old.
Paul, me, you get money, boy. You go in there to mess with a woman, and then you telling me that a man creeps up behind you but go sit down, and not once you get startled, not once do you turn around and say, oh, what's going on here? You from New York, man. You from Harlem. Like, that don't make sense to me.
So I'm gonna make it make sense, bro. It ain't that hard. You see what she looks like, right?
Excuse me. Yes.
So number one, you see what she looks like. Then she explains it to me. Yo, this is something me and my husband does. At some point, he's gonna come in the room. Don't look at him. Don't talk to him. Don't acknowledge him. Don't nothing. Just play it cool.
Got it.
Just a little scene we supposed to do. And then what was smart was she never directly said, we gonna have sex. Right? I guess this is kind of like trying to keep the conversation from a law perspective. She was like, we just gonna do a massage thing. Now I'm going, this is the first time. We're just gonna do a massage thing with oil. So I'm putting the oil on her, she putting it on me, this, that, and the other. He creeps in. Of course, I'm like, what's going on? But before we started, she handed me a stack of money, fam. I gotta make this work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at this chick, this hotel, this wad of money, and all I'm doing is rubbing oil on her. Like, how am I, like, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm gonna try to make this work. And then when it was done, all I did was rub oil. Like, the first time we didn't have sex. So all I did was rub oil on her, rubbed it back or whatever. Then she left the room, came back, was like, that was great, gave me another stack of money, then asked me, do you wanna finish? Like, gave me the option for sex. And I was so weirded out, I turned it down the first time. I was like, nah, as long as you're good, I'm good. And I left. And she just was like, yo, if can I call you back? if we're in town, can we call you back again? And of course, I said, yeah. I ended up with $2,000 to rub oil on. At that time, probably the baddest chick I ever interacted with.
Okay, and then when was it? What was the time apart from when they called you again?
Man, I want to say a couple of months, because it was supposed to be when they come to town.
So in your mind, when that happened, and you told the story, because I know you told the story to some of the homies.
Yeah, but not.
Yo, I went to the Trump Towers.
Dude, soon as I walked out, I jumped on the phone. Like, yo, bro, I think I just. So I couldn't recognize her, right? But her features and how bad she was or whatever, I thought she was making good. So I immediately went on my phone. I remember calling my boy, like, fam, I think I just messed around with Making Good, right? So I went on my phone, but then obviously Making Good came up. She was thicker. And I was like, all right, cool, it ain't Making Good. So she told me they were married. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie, for like a couple of weeks, I'm Googling like married celebrity couples. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, trying to come up. And I'm drawing a blank because they're not married. But hell yeah, I was trying to figure out who it was, bro, to the point where I gave up because I could not recognize her. I knew she looked familiar, but once the Making Good thing went, where I was like, oh, I don't know who this is.
So the second time you got a call?
So the second time I got another call. And so the second time, I think the person who called me was probably actually Puff. Because I just got a random text saying, yo, are you free? And it was a couple of months, and I didn't remember who it was. So I was texting back like, yo, who's this, whatever. And it's like, oh, you remember? But I didn't put it together. So I was like, send me a photo. And then they just cut. And then later on that day, she texted me because it was from a different number. So she texted me from the number I had saved. And she was like, yo, that was my husband. Don't mind him. Just deal with me. And she set it up again, and I met him at a hotel.
Was he aggressive in the text message?
Nah. It was just like, yo, are you free? Like, everything was just kind of, I think he was trying to make himself seem like her, so he wasn't aggressive at all. Just like, yo, are you free later or whatever.
So then the second time you went, and that's when things transpired.
Yeah, second time I went, I knew it was going to be a sexual scenario because she would always meet me, kick it, talk beforehand, and she started specifically asking about my STD status, like, are you clean? Have you been tested? Telling me she's been tested. So I knew what that was, you know?
Did you provide paperwork?
Nah. It was wild, bro. It was on some, I'll take your word for it.
No matter how much money you got, man, that stuff work. That stuff work in the hood. You know what I mean? When I was younger, hey, you got your papers. Yeah, I'm clean. You just go for it. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself. You ain't hard. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You went right for the kill. Don't laugh. Because she was bad to you, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you went right for the kill, too. No protection.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
Bro,
Yeah,
it wasn't my finest moment, bro. But I got some shaky stuff on the resume that.
So I want to respect the privacy. I don't want to get into all that. What I do want to know is that when you guys did whatever y'all did, right, at that time. Now, this time you were familiar that the husband would come back into the room.
Yeah.
So was it the same thing along those lines? Like when you started to get intimate, he walked in the room or he was in the room already?
Always would walk in a room at some point while it was going on.
Got it.
Yeah, it was never like a setup from the
Got it. Okay. And then because you talk about in some of your interviews, or I watched you on 60 Minutes, I think, and you was talking about ED.
Yeah.
So you wasn't really performing.
So you gotta remember, man, this went on 2.5 years, right? So obviously I had to come through when I needed to come through. The ED situation progressed more or less after that. And the reason why I tie it in is because the pressure from that, when I went into that situation, I'd be able to pop a Cialis or Viagra and I was good to go. But it was so much pressure in that situation, bro. I was popping like one Cialis, like, yo, well, this shit work. Pop another one, you know what I'm saying? Pop whatever, to the point where now I'm riding around town just looking for different pills, anything everybody could recommend, and I wasn't realizing that the anxiety of the situation
caused you to have ED.
Was causing me to have ED.
So you were still, because here's the thing, you were still performing even though he was there. You saying the first couple of times you was performing, putting on your best show.
Yeah. I was performing, bro, but it was all medicated. It was just everything was just me over medic. Just I'm talking about. They say take 100 milligrams. I'm on 250.
Why can't you get aroused by just looking at a beautiful woman? Like why is that not a thing? Why must you be medicated? Is it because in this business you show, like what is that about? You're not in the porn business, you were in the escort, you say you don't sell ass, and when I mean ass, I mean front, pause, no disrespect.
Yeah.
You don't sell dick, so then why, if you see a beautiful woman, why you can't just get aroused and knock off?
Well, because
respect, sorry.
Because it's the setting matters, right? The setting matters. Like we said it, I know a dude's coming in. He's coming in the room. He's gonna be over the shoulder. I don't know what his flow is or what his flow could be. I gotta be mindful of that, right? I don't know. Even before I knew it was Puff, because it took a while. You don't know if there's gonna be a streak of jealousy. I don't know if he's funny style and he gonna come up and try to get involved. All these things is on your mind, so I'm not focused on the moment. And then I didn't use drugs, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm not gonna get twisted, I'm not gonna get drunk. Mm-hmm. So I'm in my right mind trying to evaluate that. And you just gotta kind of make it work. And I can hear him pleasuring himself, you know what I'm saying? I can hear this stuff going on. So it ain't really the intimate moment that you would assume, beautiful woman, I'm ready to rock. It's other things you gotta.
When did you find out it was him?
Dude, probably like a year to 15 months in. And I never confirmed it visually. We just checked into a hotel and they would put me in a room to wait sometimes if they wasn't ready as soon as I got there, and cut on TV and his name was on the screen. Like this specific hotel had a welcome message for their guests. So it said Essex House would like to welcome Sean Combs. And that's when I was like, yo, this is crazy.
What's the most money you made from that? How much you made altogether?
Man, so I would make from $1,200 to $2,000 a pop, but sometimes they would call me 3 days in a row. So I can go Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and that'll be $6,000 for the weekend. And I want to say, like I said, I went there. I probably went. I'm estimating 12 times. So I mean, anywhere between 15 to 24 grand.
Did you do you feel like Puff got railroaded?
Yeah, all day. Explain. So, dude, I was there at the. I went the final day for the sentencing, and the judge specifically said his sentence. He was giving them that sentence based on coercion, right? He said the coercion that I witnessed warrants you getting this sentence, and coercion is a specific. It's specifically linked to sex trafficking, which he was acquitted of. So the jury acquitted him of no force, fraud, or coercion. That's why he beat that case. So for the judge, for you to beat the case and they say no coercion, and then the judge base your sentence on coercion, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. And to give you another scenario, being there, what you're supposed to do is pull up precedents, like people who did similar crimes and got time. So they pulled up at least like 2 separate dudes that were straight pimps, like dudes made an excess of $1 million in pimping chicks. And these dudes getting arrested was getting 12 months, 14 months. You know, like real light sentences, and these are like legitimate, I am a pimp. So for him to get 50 months, where other dudes are getting 12, that made $1 million. Like it was even said, one dude was charging $30 for the sex with the girls, $30 a pop, and he made $1.4 million in total. You know how much pimping you gotta do to make $1.4 million or $30 a pop? And he had like a bunch of girls, and this dude got like 21 months or something like that.
Were you there when Cassie testified?
I wasn't. She testified before me.
Before you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times you don't really comment on anything. Like you don't say whether you feel Puff is guilty or not. I think I read something where you said that it's just a sad situation.
Yeah.
What is your overall perspective on that, being a person that was directly involved, right? Like, do you feel like, do you understand her sentiments? Do you understand her testifying? Do you feel like she might have been forced in her mind? Like, how do you view that as, or have you thought about, you haven't thought about that?
Nah, yeah, of course I thought about it, man. So, and this is just my thoughts. I'm just gonna keep it from an isolated scenario. My thoughts is, she never wanted this to be a criminal case. She wasn't going after him criminally. If you look at the history of this, she was asking for money so she wouldn't release a tell-all book. So she was trying to get compensated financially by saying, hey, I'm gonna put a book out. And then, you know, and this is my theory, right? I'm gonna be clear on that. From somebody who wrote a book, right? You can't just write a tell-all book on somebody because that's invasion of privacy. You'll get sued. So even though she was Puff's girl, she can't just write it like and say, I'm gonna tell all our business. It's gonna get pulled from the shelf like immediately. But if you file a case and put everything in your book, in the case, in the documents, now it's public record. So I always thought the civil case was a twofold for her. The civil case would get her money, and even if she didn't win the civil case, the fact that she exposed everything in legal documents, that's public record, now she can release her book. But he settled in one day. So there's no way you're gonna tell me she got $20 million, case is settled, and then she wants to circle back 6 months, 8 months later, and then put all her public business out there on the stand. She didn't get no more money for that. She didn't get anything from that. The case was done. So I think the government decided, hey, this is somebody we want to prosecute. He was prosecuted by the same people that went after R. Kelly. You know, there's a saying, we can research it, that the guy who started the case is the same person who went after R. Kelly, who was somebody that was in line with Kamala Harris, that he could have been Attorney General. So I think this guy was stacking his resume.
What's his name?
Ah, man, I can't, it slips my mind, bro. But if you look it up, it's because once Kamala Harris left, he kind of resigned. And then they decided to keep pursuing. But that's the scenario that I always thought it was just somebody trying to make a name for themselves by taking down big.
You talking about the guy?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
Okay, now Cassie. So then, what are your sentiments? As I stated, like you felt like she didn't want to do a criminal case. She only wanted to be civil. So you don't blame her for this. You blame the guy that tried to have, I guess, celebrity criminals on their jacket.
Yeah, on their jacket. It's a career-making case, right? It's a career-making case. And so what they did was, with very weak evidence, they pulled her on the stand, made her bear all this personal stuff that's with her forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Google, that's it, right? It's with her forever. And it was never really a strong, winnable case based on what they put together. And they probably forced her to do it because at the end of the day, if she doesn't testify against him, she's a co-conspirator, right? She called all the escorts. She set everything up. So what his charges are, transportation for prostitution, technically, she's involved in that. But they had to give her some sort of
leeway,
prosecution agreement, type of immunity to testify against him. Because there's no way he goes to jail for transportation for prostitution when she makes all the arrangements. Like, she has to be a co-conspirator. Like, that's just, I paid for it, but you called and set it up. Like, you're involved.
Do you think she was forced to do so? Do you feel like she was forced after hearing her story?
Yeah. I think that's normal protocol, right? Anytime somebody files a civil suit and they allege
No.
sexual...
That's not what I'm saying. Do you think that she was forced to make the calls? Because that's the angle that they took. They're saying that under pressure
I'm gonna say no, right? Because they reviewed thousands of text messages, and some of these text messages, she's like, "I want to do a free golf tonight. Let's call such and such." You know, so if you have evidence that shows she initiated, you know, the idea of it, and then spoke after, that was so hot. Oh, I had such a good time. It was great. Like, that's what I think blew the case up. You know, between the testimony and between, like, even me, like, I'm not sure I went up there. I never seen anything that seemed like she was coerced or forced. And then it was some crazy, after me testifying, for some reason, all the male escorts wanted to have like a group chat. All these dudes started contacting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? What's happening? Whatever. And no lie, bro, I couldn't. This is off the record. Me and these guys just talking normal on the phone. Not one of them had an experience where they said she looked forced or she was doing it against her will or whatever. Nobody. Everybody had the same experience I had.
So you spoke to all the other escorts that was involved?
At least 6 of them. At least 6 guys that was intricately involved.
So, I want to back up a little bit. Yeah, they said to me wrong notes. Yo, I want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Punisher, I thought that, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy.
So hold on. So real quick, the money kept you going.
Yeah.
The money was something that kept you going, and you wasn't going to stop because you were getting paid.
Yeah, I was trying to get that bread. Yeah.
And what did 3 days in a row do to you mentally?
I mean, look, man, I'm keeping all of the court that came out, but while this was going on, I felt like the fucking man, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, dude, how many guys in their lifetime is paid a woman? That's probably the rarest ever, right? So from an egotistical standpoint, I got this super, super, super bad chick, right? And mind you, this is a story she's telling me. Not that they do this all the time. This is something that they're doing special that came about for her birthday. And I'm looking at this bad chick with all this resources and obviously super rich dude, Puff, and I'm thinking, she choosing me? All the dudes she could pick, I'm the dude getting called? Because I remember I'm thinking I'm the only dude. So when I get called 3 days in a row, I'm thinking I'm the man, bro. Like, yo, I'm Cassie's boy toy.
Something came to me. You fell for Cassie.
I didn't, bro.
You fell for her. Yes, you did, Punisher.
I didn't.
You fell in love with Cassie, Punisher?
Fam, if I did...
Punisher, you did. I can see it in your eye. You my man. It's okay. This is the safe space. Listen, Punisher, I'm looking you in your eye. You fell for her, bro?
Bro, no. Look,
me and you.
Look, dude, I'm telling you, I did. Dude, first of all, I'm realistic, right? Like, she would a dude with $1 billion. Like, I ain't getting in that. I ain't getting in between that, bro. But I was gassed, right? I was gassed that if I'm saying in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, maybe Puff got a problem, maybe he can't get right or whatever the case may be, so he's giving her what do they call it, a hall pass, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got it.
And on her hall pass, she says, all right, this is the guy I want to hold me down physically. So
you didn't gain any feelings, any romantic feelings? You didn't start to like her romantically? Because then so then that's why you accept the fact that you became an escort.
Yeah.
Because if when you said earlier, I watched it, you didn't accept it. So if you didn't accept it, and because say I didn't accept that I was an escort. To me, in my mind, I would say, well, you were enjoying it, and the money was a plus. You were enjoying it, you liked it, but then if it goes only about money, then you fall into the escort category. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, well, maybe my man Punisher fell for her. You might have started to like her.
Nah,
Because it happened. Even if somebody can't perform and you're doing it and he's watching, you can like the girl depending on how she's making you feel in that moment and how she treats you.
I mean, yo, dude, her personality and everything was dope. But when you talk about catching feelings,
We got him, JR. We got him.
yo, dude, when
JR.
you talk about catching feelings,
JR, we got him? We got you, yo.
bro. When you
Punisher,
talk about
so it's
catching
me. Yo,
feelings,
it's me, yo.
I mean, why don't you define what catching feelings means?
Punisher,
It means I want to be with her, like.
No, I don't. I think that you started to like her.
Oh, dude, she's likable. You gonna like her. I'm not coming in on some, yo, I'm just here to do my job, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People do move that way.
they do. Nah, bro, she was super cool. Super cool, like, you're not gonna not like her, bro. She's super sweetheart, bro. Super sweetheart, attentive. She gonna check on you, yo, what's going on? It was personable, but I never got out of pocket.
It was what?
It was like the interactions were personable, right? But I wasn't gonna get out of pocket like, yo, one day we can be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but yeah, man,
That didn't cross your mind at all, like to be, like one day y'all be together.
I mean, maybe if I hit the Mega Millions or something like that. Bro, look, I'm from Harlem. The paper.
See, but even saying that, it's a little tricky to me, because you're equating the love that she had with Puff for money, with money. You're putting it like, if I had paper, then this and the third, but you had intimate moments with her, and I'm not talking about her per se. I'm talking about your genuine feeling of being the guy that was called. You said I felt gassed. I felt chosen.
Yeah.
You felt these things. If we look at it from a psychological point, you felt chosen. You felt gassed. So I'm asking, you said no. I feel it's different, but I'm gonna respect you. I feel that you started to fall for Cassie.
Oh, so here you go. So let me give you something that it got. If it was gonna go there, it got deaded, and I'll tell you how. So
Okay.
it was one time, she hit me out of the blue. It was like, yo, are you free tonight? And I was in great adventures with my girl. We just got there. We just got out the car. Like, we walking to get online for the first joint. She hit me like, yo, are you free later? And I said, yo, I'm in great adventures. Yo, can we set it up for tomorrow, right? And I'm thinking, because I used to go 3 days in a row anyway, so I'm thinking she's gonna be like, yeah, no problem. She goes, yeah, well, can you send somebody else? Bro, I was butthurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm thinking, oh, nah, I'm her dude. Like, she ain't calling nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So when she was just like, yo, can you send somebody else? I was like, oh, like, that was like a wake-up call, which then I realized, like, all right, I just got to protect my position. So I hung up, like, nah, I'll be there. I went and told my girl some okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Yo, something happened back at the house on fire. I don't know, whatever. I told her, and I just left. Great adventure. We got there. We stayed maybe an hour, and I shot right back. So that right there let me know that, it ain't.
But before that, you were falling for her.
Dude, it wasn't that far in, bro. I thought I was special. I will say all the time, I thought I was special. And that right there let me know, nah, bro.
You wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. What made everything stop?
So it's an assumption, right? So we have went months without catching up. I want to say it might have been about 9 months where it was a big.
At any time during those situations, you just thought it was. Did you figure out it was Cassie?
Yeah. Once that, remember that year and change in. Once I figured out it was Puff when I saw him. Dude, I was following him on Instagram, man. As soon as I went to the page and really looked, you seen him and Cassie at this event or whatever. So I was able to put it together like that. But even though I followed him, I wasn't studying his page like that where I put it together. So like I said, all this went to like 2015. You know, like you saw in your notes, we was at a session. It was a while because almost the whole time I was smashing it with no condom, right? So this time is 9 months later or whatever. We hadn't hooked up in a while, and we start our normal thing, and then he throws these condoms on the couch, and I'm already, like, the anxiety of it or whatever is already kind of shaky, and when he threw the condoms, I was like, oh, this ain't happening, bro. This ain't happening. So we kind of did some still normal messing around joint I couldn't necessarily smash, and then...
You left. That was your last day.
Yeah, my last day. That was probably got me fired.
And that was 2015.
2015.
How? You don't look at Puff any different, do you? Hearing the stories, hearing, what the people said about him, do you look at him any different? Do you feel like you, because you're in the sex world, because this would be considered a sex worker, because you're in a you're a sex worker. Do you feel like it's just a part of the par for the course? Do you feel like it's just a kink? You don't look at him any different?
Nah, man. What that dude is doing is common. Like I guarantee, last night, even tonight, I will get 1 or 2 couples here that come in, and the dude, they scouting to grab a dude to take and do the same thing that Puff's doing. Like it's a call that I get randomly on my phone 2-3 times a week. Some guys just do this on the regular. What the motives are different though, right? Some guys are into it sexually. Some guys are with a chick that they don't want to get divorced and they don't want to send her out and just find a lover, because then you get feelings and this divorce your man, be with me, And some dudes just, his dude is just regular, man. It's just, they make it seem like it's such a, oh my God, like
taboo,
but it's not. It's not.
Do you feel a way that his whole business was put out there to the world? Did that make you feel a way like, damn, they try to embarrass this man? Or once again, because you're in the world, you don't see anything wrong with it?
Nah, I think it's messed up the way they portrayed it, right? Like for example, the wildest thing that came out, like supposedly her rubbing. Yeah. Like that's unnecessary. That's completely unnecessary, bro. Like, what does that got to do with anything other than to make him look bad? I think it was. I think because of the evidence on sex trafficking or her forcefully being made to do it was limited, right? They just wanted to turn it into kind of like a spectacle, right? To make him look like this terrible deviant, right? Like this sexual deviant, to kind of then create sympathy for her. And all it did was really embarrassing,
I agree. I understand what you're saying. So both could be the same, right? You can feel bad for Cassie hearing her story, and you can also feel bad or feel embarrassed for Puff that his personal business got out there. Is that the line you stand on, or do you stand on the line that Cassie is full of crap, and she just wanted money, and you know what I mean?
Well, I'm not gonna say. Look, I'm never gonna invalidate what she said her experience was.
Got it. There we go.
Right? I'm not gonna invalidate what she said her experience was. What I will say and what I have say, if she was interacting with any of this stuff under duress, she had the best poker face ever. Because I didn't see anything. I didn't pick up no signs that it was happening. And like I said, the other guys that I spoke to, the limited, I didn't speak to everybody, but the guys that I spoke to said they didn't see the signs either. So if she's going about this and she's having this terrible experience, it was not clear to me, anybody involved, and it wasn't even clear enough in the text messages and stuff to the jury or the videos of the sex. Because they showed videos of the sex. That's what I really think. Aside from my testimony, I think that's what really got involved.
They show videos inside the courtroom?
Yeah, to the jury. And one of the jurors actually said that led to them like, oh nah, this is not sex trafficking. Because think about it, man. If she gets on the stand and she's crying and she was like, I was forced to do this and it was terrible and I had to medicate myself, and then he hired this dude named the Punisher, and everybody's like, damn, the Punisher. The visual you're gonna get in your mind of what she was going through, you're gonna think some wild stuff was happening. So on the flip side, if he could show the video and you see calm, casual, consensual, vanilla, regular sex, the verbal way of it being presented was different than what was on the tape.
They just wanted him, you feel?
Yeah, I think so. What I think, so the only thing I say mistake is there's a reach, right? Because if statute of limitations doesn't pass, it's a slam dunk to get him on domestic violence from that angle. But statute of limitations took that away, so it's like, all right, we know this guy's guilty of something, but how could we still convict? And so they turned it into federal charges that it was just weak evidence.
How has things been after everything finished? Do people look at you as a snitch?
Nah, dude, the crazy thing is, man, if anything, I'm applauded for being stand up. Cause think about it, man. I don't know if you were that. There is a strong belief that my testimony is what helped him beat the charges. So if you were following a case, I'm a prosecution. Yeah, so I'm a prosecution witness, right? I'm supposed to go up there and bury him. I was coached to bury him.
Explain.
Right? So when the prosecution gives you, they do mock testimony. They do, like, they take the questions they're gonna ask you, and then they also assume what the defense is gonna cross-examine you. So I was told to testify a very specific way, like yes, no, very direct to kind of, I guess, frame the point they're trying to make.
You was in the prosecutor's office when this happened?
Yeah. They took me through like two or three different interviews where they kind of rehearsed what was supposed to happen on the stand. Mm-hmm. So what they basically wanted to happen was, so like I'll give you an example. They'll say, hey, did you see anything that happened where Cassie seemed forced or whatever the case would be? I said, no. They said, well, did anything seem off? And I said, yeah, there was at times where she would sigh, right? And sigh to the directions, right? So I remember saying sigh. And they said, okay, cool, thanks for that information. Then they bring me back in and they say, well, remember when you said she used to sigh and wince? Bro, I don't remember ever saying wince. I'm not gonna say I didn't say it, but I know my vocabulary. I didn't even know what wince mean.
What does that mean, wince?
Wince means your reaction is associated with pain.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't remember.
You don't know that word.
I had to Google it. But somehow that ended up in my testimony, right? So then when they got me on the stand, so they said, so basically they want me to say, do you remember Cassie sighing and wincing? And all I'm supposed to say is yes, right? And now when I say yes, we don't know what she's sighing and wincing for, but I knew there was, first of all, there was no wincing, and I knew the sighing was specifically to directions. Like he would just be like, move the candle, move it again, move it again, move it again. You trying to be in a sexual situation and somebody keeps telling you to move stuff, it's annoying. So she would sigh like, But when I got on the stand, the prosecution wanted me to just yes and no, but I made sure I clarified. So when they said, do you remember Cassie sighing on Wednesday, I said yes to the directions, and that's how I was coached.
Did they offer you money to testify against Puff?
Nah, they can't do that. They can't offer you money, but they try to they try to put pressure on you, like pressure on you that's unjust. Like if you don't know your rights, you could be pressured to do some bullshit.
Explain.
So they appointed me an attorney, right? And I thought this was odd. So my attorney, as soon as he gets on the phone with me, he goes, look, this is the Southern District. They who knows what reach, who they talking to. Is there anything that you did illegal that could come up? And I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like straight-laced dude, whatever. There's nothing that could come up. So this guy like hounding me, right? So, bro, I go back to when I was like 19 years old, when I was working for like a trucking company, and we would get like an open box, and I think I took a couple of hoodies out for my girl, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. This thing is 30 years past statute of limitations, you know what I'm saying? Like, And so I tell him this, and yo, he straight up and down says to me, all right, so I'm gonna take this to the prosecution, let them know and see if they'll cut you a deal. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you my attorney, and I already understand that they can't bring this up. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Did you get arrested for that at 19 years old?
Nothing, bro. Nothing. Right? So what I realized quickly was they were trying to find leverage, right? Leverage to try to make me, I guess, say what they wanted or whatever. But I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Do you feel like your testimony got Puff not guilty?
Yeah, bro. I mean, so where I confirmed it is, you know.
Because then what about the other guy's testimony?
So the other guy, he screwed himself up because he seems like he's lying. Like, I think he's lying, right? Because
What part?
so where his testimony went south was he witnessed abuse. He witnessed Puff supposedly beating her up. He said he heard it in the other room or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
But then he says after they fought, Puff came out the room and said, all right, now I'm ready for y'all to start having sex. And he testified to that on the stand, but they had in his notes from a couple of months earlier where he said Puff came out the room at the fight and said, oh, this is not happening today, you gotta go. So his testimony went from him telling investigators that he was made to leave after the fight to then Puff trying to force.
So you think
them
the
to have
prosecutors
sex.
made him say that?
I mean, bro, when your testimony changes a complete 180 to the benefit of the prosecution, and the story you tell when there's no pressure on you is completely different, that's shaky. And then they had him on the stand, and he's asking him. He pulled up the notes, and then you could tell he took it personal because he was like getting an attitude, whatever. People don't understand. Well, you understand. You supposed to be neutral. Why you got an attitude with the defense attorney that's cross-examining you? And then I met the kid, bro. He's the Daniel Phillip kid. He's a sweet sucker, yo. He to me, and I ain't got no problem saying this. He's a guy that the world was against Puff, and he wanted to make himself look good. I was there. I was trying to save Cassie. You know, he was playing the hero role to try to make himself look good. And you don't do that. Like, a dude's facing life, bro. And you trying to find your angle. Just tell the truth, man.
How many escorts did they interview?
They interviewed them both, bro, but they only put two of us on the stand, him and me. So that goes to tell you, right? If this the prosecution's case, and they got 12 dudes on a paper, why do you only use two?
He so he did that. You said you met the cool. You say he's just corny.
Who, the dude?
The kid, yeah. When you met him after the trial.
He's one of the dudes that called me up and wanted to do a podcast, the Diddy Escort podcast. Like, bro, are you serious?
Where's he from?
I don't know where he's from. He moved to Germany or something. He met some chick and moved to Germany. I think he probably trying to hide out because he know.
He know what?
Bro, look, if you go on a federal case and you lie on some dude facing life.
You know, I think that I think that even let me just say this for the record. I think even if you chose to hide out, that's all. If that's the case, that's all self-guilt. Because, you know, I think that even when it comes to Puff and the family and what everybody's doing, I think everybody's just wanting Puff to come home, and Puff was going to come home and try to get back acclimated into the industry. You know what I mean? So I don't think anything like that would transpire. But I do understand his concerns and his nervousness, and I think that it's important for us to be transparent, and I think it's important for us to understand everybody and what they go through. You know, we can't, and I like what you said, we can't negate Cassie's feelings because we can't tell her how she felt in that moment.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's her side, his side of the truth. and everybody's story was told. The jury of, is it his peers, they could call it? The jury came with their decision, and then now, you know, Puff is sitting, and, you know, just whatever happened, it happened.
Yeah. Fact.
I did ask you the question, and and you were answering it, but we went in to talk about this guy, how you felt your testimony. And you said you felt your testimony helped Puff because you just told the truth, and you didn't try to allow the prosecutor to paint him in a certain way. Because the prosecutor tried to get you to paint Puff in a certain way by using trick words like went. I don't know what wince is. Wince.
Yeah, wince. Yeah, and dude, Puff's defense attorney, he was on point.
He was.
He was on point because the way when we would do the mock cross, they assumed that Puff's attorneys was gonna attack my credibility and say, "Oh, he's just trying, like I'm just doing it for attention. I'm just trying to sell a book, trying to whatever." And they went a completely opposite way. He actually boosted up my credibility. He hit me up and he said, "Yo, you've been working as a male dancer for 30 years. When you approach a woman, you have to be able to read if she's comfortable, if she's okay with it or whatever." And I said, and which is essential, right? I got to walk up on a chick and start dealing with her in a sexual way, and I got to know if she's cool. And she said, "Well, look, you've been doing this 30 years. When you walked up on Cassie, did you get when you've been able to read if she was uncomfortable or whatever?" And absolutely. I got no cues, no indication that she was uncomfortable. And so him, I guess, validating me as an authority on that actually worked in their favor because I didn't see everything was good money.
I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. What's the name of your book?
So the book is called In Search of Freezer Meat.
What?
In Search of Freezer Meat, like meat in the freezer.
Come on, bro. What does that even mean?
So look, bro, I'm a marketer, right? I get it. So if the book's about my life story, developing and curing erectile dysfunction.
You feel like you cured erectile dysfunction?
Oh, 1,000%, bro. I'm good money. 1,000%. Oh, you'll find out why in a second, right? So obviously, if a dude can't get right, that's soft meat, right?
Yeah.
If you take a piece of meat out the freezer, it's frozen.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, all right. So it's a play on words. I had a chick call my joint.
I got you.
Yeah.
But you feel like you cured, but all you did was identify anxiety. They have medicine for anxiety.
Yeah, but how many dudes is treating their erectile dysfunction with anxiety?
Got you. Got me there. I almost started hating just now, but you got me. Okay.
How many dudes? Nobody. Everybody's running out, getting some sort of pill, some sort of whatever, trying to fix it.
So what's the route they should go? They should identify what's causing them to be anxious and deal with that?
Not just identifying what's causing to be anxious, because the anxiety grows, right? It perpetuates over time.
It does.
It starts with one failure, and then it's another failure, and then it's a worry, and then it's a whatever. If any of them guys that you failing with one pill and driving across town and getting another pill, and it's working, it ain't the pill. It's your mind. All these pills got the same ingredients in it. So I'm trying to help dudes from my perspective because I had a mental issue and I went all the way out and got a penis implant to fix it. So that's why I'm good. Yeah, I went and got surgery, got a device, and I ain't gonna lie, best decision I made, but...
Wait, hold on. So you didn't fix the... What, you cheated?
Well, who? Why would you call that cheating?
Because then that... Wait, hold on.
If a chick got saggy boobs and she perk her joints up, did she cheat?
No, but then... hold on, wait. You got a rod in your dick?
Facts. Not a rod, like it's new science joint, man. I can control it, up, down, however I want to do it, and last as long as I want it to.
With a machine?
Nah, I got like a clicker in my balls.
Trolling, there's no way.
Where's the clicker at? Don't press it. Where's the clicker?
The clicker's in my balls, bro.
Where's the button?
in my balls.
So you press it?
All right, let me explain.
Don't press it now. Hey.
I ain't gonna press it now,
Come on, man. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
You pull us your chair.
Yeah, so anatomy, right? On either side of your pee hole, right?
Yeah.
From the base to the tip,
Yeah.
there's these things called corpus. Let's call them straws, right?
Yes.
So these straws are what fill up with blood, and that's how you get right.
Yes.
Right? When you get the surgery, they make a small incision in your testicles, and in these straws, they fill it up with cylinders. So now from the base to the tip, I have cylinders that in my body, there's a reservoir with a little bit of saline in it, the same stuff that's in the boobs. And from a pump that then they drop in my testicles, I can pump the saline from the reservoir into the rods, get me right. Then when I'm done, I can release it, it goes back. So the saline serves as the blood, and I can control my erection.
Okay, so there's a button that you press?
Yeah, so like people joke, I always say, like, remember the Reebok pumps? And it had the little ball on the top of it. It's like that. So in my testicle,
it's at home right now. No, it's in you.
It's in me. It's in my. So like you know how you grab your balls and you can feel you got 2 nuts. I feel like I got 3.
So you feel for the button.
For the button, the third one, they make it almost the size where it feels like you got a 3rd nut, and I can just hold my balls and just a couple of Reebok pumps. Best erection ever. Like, it's crazy.
So where do you put the saline? When does the saline go in your body?
So there's by your bladder. You can't see it, but there's supposed to be like a little bit of space by your bladder. So the surgeon's gonna put the reservoir by your bladder.
So you have that in you now.
So it's in me. You can't see it enough, and it's just in there somewhere. Like, and when I wanna get right, I just grab my balls, give it.
When does it run out?
Never. Never. It's kind of like a chicken implant. Like, it ain't going nowhere. Like, it's not gonna evaporate anything.
When do you get it renewed, refixed?
You don't. So usually these things last. They say 15 years, but before I got the surgery, the doctor gave me a pamphlet where I could call people who had the surgery. I called a whole bunch of like 80-year-old dudes, bro, and they all had it 20 years plus. And mind you, they had it 20 years prior, so that's old technology and everything. And every old dude I got on the phone, I was like, yo, I'm 48, I'm thinking about getting it. It was like, do it, young bud. Best decision I ever made, and I get it, yo. After speaking to them old cats, I was like, I'm definitely doing this. This is
How much it cost?
$32K.
When you had it done in Turkey somewhere?
Nah, dude, out of pocket. Best doctor in the business is here in New York City.
Oh, okay.
And not 32, because you can get it cheaper. Like, if you go different places, you get 16, 20, but I wanted to go to the best doctor. Bro, dude, everybody make these faces, but I'm gonna keep it 100. You can't turn on the TV, watch a sporting event without seeing Hims, Viagra, Cialis. Everybody's struggling, fam. Like, everybody's selling something. So it's just me, right? Because it says I want to go overboard and fix my joint. I'm the only one with a problem, right?
Nah, OG, you don't got no problem, gang. You got no problem. I don't know, you be pumping and she got no problem. Show us upstairs, man. Can we go upstairs, man?
Yeah, let's go upstairs, bro.
You got the pump. JR, you hear that?
I never heard that.
What? So you press it?
All right, man. Look, you still a young cat,
you-
bro. 10 years from now, when you hit me up, like, yo, what's that doctor?
So that means tonight, do you still walk the lines with the guys?
Every now and then, bro.
Okay,
I try not to do it, but now I'll jump out there without a doubt, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Especially if it's a bunch of bad things. I would go out and do it.
Interesting. All right. This guy's crazy.
Is it outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's outside?
Nah, this
Oh,
is
no, it's outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the rooftop open. This shit open up.
So they press the button that open up?
They be having some official shit here. Like, I think last week, Queenzflip was here. Gunna.
In here?
Yeah, bro. Nah, the parties here be serious, bro. It's probably one of the hottest clubs in New York in terms whoever's managing. They wouldn't open it today, but it's cold.
Nah, yeah, when it's hot.
However, that shit be.
How about open, like it slide like this?
Yeah, no, I think it slides back.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to order something.
Oh, yeah.
Where the menu at?
Let me see what they got going on.
Tell me what, yeah, let me see, let's check the menu. They about to dance. Yo, he said, hey, got your mouth. Hey, yo, homie said that. My man said he pumped the. Feel like you need to be all alone. That's real. Oh. Huh? Yes, I do.
That chicken sandwich is busting. That's just official.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bacon and egg, eh? That's ghetto? Steak and eggs with home fries, JR. You want something, JR? You don't really eat no more, huh? Yo, it's lit. I don't know what's going on. I may must have drink. Where should we sit up here? Let's find a seat.
Yeah, let me grab some to sit.
Yo, JR, you hating on them? Hey, put me far away from the people. Put me up there somewhere. Put me up there somewhere, far away.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dancing.
Yo, I don't know what brunch is.
Yeah, you want to eat, right?
Yeah. I go in the back too. Yeah, the speaker loud right here?
I done fucked up the whole program.
Not bad? Alright, man.
Tell her don't run from this pipe. Let me see you fucked up. Go ahead, shake some.
This is my first time in a spot like this, yo. I don't do brunch. My first time in brunch. Do it. Do it. I may want to go by the water though, JR. Let's get over there, JR. Look right here. Oh, look, hey, look.
It's early New York.
Look, you always want to be in it. Take a little picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. What you be doing? Take a picture. I see you, man. I follow you. Take a picture. The water better. Look at the water.
Yeah, but remember, there's no unfiltered.
Oh.
I gotta make it dark.
Oh, got it. You gonna pick it up today? Yeah, you gotta eat something, JR. It look good.
What do you want? You know what you want?
Yeah. I don't know.
With a birthday people in here, somebody points on the birthday person with a birthday person.
Happy birthday, happy friend. One more year, one day.
Hold on.
One more time. Give thanks for life. Next year we're doing it again.
One more time, say
Happy birthday, happy friend. One more year, one day.
Yeah, you know what though? Yeah, I'm
Next year we're doing it again.
I don't know, man.
One more year, one day. More life to your count, they are children.
keep it moving more.
I might. Should I get the bacon and eggs, JR? Bacon and eggs, right?
Queens get the money, you know the problem in here.
Oh my God. It's at Queenzflip. How you doing? Can I get let me get 2 bacon and eggs. Oh, snap. You gave
me, let me get 2 bacon and egg, no cheese, no Brooklyn sauce. I want the egg fried. Over hard. No Brooklyn sauce, no cheese. The hash brown come on the side? On the side. And let me try,
Let me see you with good music. Hold on.
let me get some whole fries with that.
I want to let you know, baby.
You want something? Oh, I'm good. You got orange juice here?
You look good.
You got orange juice? Let me get some. Nah. I want an orange juice, and let me get a Red Bull. He wants a Shirley Temple. Why you laughing, girl?
That's my drink.
No cheese, no Brooklyn sauce. Harbor room. It's kind of nice being anything. Hey, I didn't come dressed for it. I came dressed for the joint.
Shit, I wish I. But hold on.
It gets better.
Order another round. Hey, yo, JR, should I take this? I'm a lame look. That's all I drink, Lord. No nothing. I ain't gonna lie. He's bodying it. I don't know what that is. Hey. JR, how do you... Oh, they play hit? Oh, nah. They play Haitian music? Yo. Get her cash app. Hey, look. Come on, man. Oh, we playing Haitian music, boy. You know about that, JR? You know about that, JR? He body that. Hey, yo, Punisher.
Yo.
So you over here trying to hate what we was talking about, and you try to tell me that you were saying something. I want to get what you were saying and what you mean by what you were saying. Just now upstairs, you were saying that you were talking about the cuckold lifestyle, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, so look, everybody trying to, let's say, play Diddy, right? For the whole letting other dudes smash his chick. And you know, that goes on levels and all of that. But I think, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think being a cuckold is kind of like the most G shit a dude can do.
Explain.
Because, look, if me, myself, every time I've been like derailed seriously in life is a relationship with some woman I'm dealing with decides to give her body to another man, and now I'm like shook.
You got played a lot.
Heartbroken.
You trying to say you got played a lot?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Every man, if you think about your biggest heartache issues, they probably all at the hands of a woman, bro.
Okay.
It's always at the hands of a woman. So if you, when you first meet a chick, right, and you just dealing with her, and you see her when you see her, y'all hang out when you hang out, you smash, and she go do whatever she want to do, and you don't care about it, right? That's your strongest position as a man. You become vulnerable, you become weak when you start trying to account for what a woman does with her body. So if you can move about the world where you deal with women, you can hang with them, chill with them, care for them, but what you do physically outside of me, I ain't worried about that. It don't mean nothing. It sounds like some sucker shit, but that's the strongest position you could be in.
So you believe, let me just get this straight, you believe in having a girl, allowing her to go who she want to and still come back home to you?
Not as simple as that. I just don't want to be.
That's how it sounded to me.
Well, I don't want to be emotionally tied on that level that if a woman makes a decision to do something with her body, my world is rocked.
Are you faithful in that situation? Is it monogamy?
Yeah, so I'm gonna look for a biased situation, right? Like I tell women straight up, like I'm not no young cat. I'm not running around trying to smash everything, hit everything, or
Got you.
whatever. But if you looking for flawlessness from me, I can't promise you that. Like I work in a club full of women, all the stuff like that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather deal with a woman that understands like we're human, it happens, and if you're looking for perfection, I might not be your guy.
So you'll never settle down then?
No, I'll settle down, but you gotta settle down with a woman that knows how you move.
No, but even if, but here's the problem. Even if you settle down, you're saying that you don't care, you're not gonna be attached to the relationship or emotionally attached to it, that you wouldn't care if your wife, your girl go out there and step out and do whatever she wants to do with her body. There's no rules when it comes to that.
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna care. I wanna be mentally strong enough that if she makes that decision, my world is not destroyed.
What about you focusing on providing and giving her every need so she wouldn't have to go out there and get anything else?
That's not real.
Explain.
Bro, I lived my whole life dealing with other dudes' girls. There's dudes that's doing everything. And lust is lust. There's no such thing as keeping a woman home or a man home because you do everything right. There's no such thing as that. People make decisions. Like people make decisions based on the moment, based on lust, based on their own selfishness. All the times doesn't equate to how good of a partner you are. It don't equate to that. I'm telling you, bro, all I deal with is other people's chicks. That's it. And some of these dudes is going all the way in, babysitting, texting 20 times a day, handing all wild money, doing everything they can to do right, and they still make the decision. People, man.
So what's the reason that the women make the decision? Or you don't know? Do you feel like the women species is so hard or complicated to figure out that you just accept whatever come with that? That's what I'm getting from you.
There you go, bro. There you go. If you sit back and you believe that myth, right, that you could just treat a woman right and do the right things and she won't creep, you're a fool. I'm sorry, you're a fool, man.
So
and I'm not saying that there's not faithful women out there. There's people that's faithful for a period. There's people that's faithful for the long haul, but the percentages are super low, bro.
How low is it? So do you want to remove the word hoe? You don't use the word hoe.
Nah, I don't use the word hoe, bro.
Okay, so we remove that from the vocabulary. Yeah. Do you substitute the word hoe with promiscuous?
Yes.
Do you feel like women these days, a percentage, what would you say, 85% are promiscuous and the other 15% is loyal?
So what I'm gonna say is it's opportunity, right? It's opportunity. So there are scenarios, same things with a loyal dude, right? A loyal dude alone, anything. If you put somebody in an environment where what their interest is available to them, it's gonna be a problem. You know, you take the most loyal woman and she goes out and she's aggressively approached by a guy she's really attracted to or really into or something that she hasn't been privy to, that she hasn't had access to. And the temptation is strong for anybody, man. Just like you take the most loyal dude you can, and if he ain't never really been outside and you put him at a bar and he's getting propositioned by a very, very attractive, aggressive woman, it's gonna be a problem.
Are we subjected to accept things for the way they are today? Are you saying there's no more principles, there's no more morals in the home?
So I'm not gonna say they're not, but I'm saying it's at the lowest percentage it's ever been.
But then if you feel that way, you feel like, so then last question pertaining to that, do you feel like there's nothing that a man can do to make a woman do or follow the right not the right, because who am I to say what's right for her? To follow traditional values, let's say that. So you're saying that there's nothing a man could do to make a woman follow traditional values. If she wants to go out there and do things and be free, a man should detach himself from getting emotionally hurt by it.
By what she does with her body. It's hard, bro.
It's that game. This that game. You like, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, Punisher. You my man, but that's that game. That's game. What you're doing is that you're saying things to cater to a lifestyle that a lot of people don't abide by. A lot of us don't abide by that lifestyle.
But how many people getting cheated on? How many dudes? Do you know a dude that he ain't had his heart ripped out by his chick who he thought was
a lot of
right?
us had our heart ripped out. A lot of us. Listen, I've been married for a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I did some things to hurt my wife's heart. I know what a loyal woman is. I've seen loyalty in a person. So for you to say that, I think that you're basing it off of the lifestyle that you're involved in.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because to put that on it, and I'm not saying you can't put that, because I get what you're saying. I think it's pockets of lifestyle that we enter, or pockets of realm. The realm that you in, you see women that come out and they want to do whatever they want. They want to be entertained, and you're saying that, no matter what the man do, they're gonna do what they want. And your lesson to that man is not to leave the woman, not to find somebody that's for him, but to detach yourself emotionally when it comes to her doing what she wants to do with her body.
Yeah, that's the safest place, bro. That's the safest place. Look, man, you're a married man, you've experienced what a lot of us hasn't, with the loyalty or whatever on the level where you lucked up. But I'm telling you, you're a low percentage, bro. You're a low percentage. You gotta remember, I'm not just talking for myself, bro. I literally speak to counsel. That's my side business, bro. I speak to guys going through these issues with women, and it's rough. And I'm not trying to badger women, right? We're humans, right? We're humans. This is not a woman thing. It's just, for years we put men and women on two different standards.
Understood.
Right? Women are held to a higher standard with what they do with their sexuality, and they're just like us.
They're just like us.
They're just like us, and you got to understand that as a man if you don't want to get that blindsided betrayal, bro. That blindsided betrayal is taking a lot of dudes out.
And let me say this: we all can be heartbroken. I mean, somebody can get up one day and say, "Yo, I no longer want to be involved in this," and that should be their right, based off whatever they've been going through or whatever they want to remove themselves from. They shouldn't be marginalized or disrespected for taking a step. I think we should be careful and identify that it's a certain pocket and a certain lifestyle, because not all women are like that, and not all men are like that. I know some loyal men as well. The men that you talking about that's on the other side are loyal men. So why wouldn't there be an opposite of loyal women, if you understand what I'm saying?
Dude.
The men, you said, they babysit, they give money, they watch, they text 20 times a day. And I get what you're saying. You're basically saying that we're all human to try our best not to get hurt. That's what I'm getting from you.
Or try not to predicate the value of your relationship solely on physical loyalty. Because if that's your make it or break it, you got a huge margin forever, man. I'm telling you.
So then, give me the solution that you'll give them. Is there garbage over here?
Yeah, you just leave that on the bar. So.
Okay. Give me a solution.
I mean,
based on what you said, you have to have a solution.
Yeah. I mean, bro, what I tell guys is try your best to stay in the mind frame. I always mention that mind frame when you first meet a woman, right? And you can enjoy everything about her without it being a strong value put on where she go when she leaves you.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, look, we human, right? When you develop attachments as men, like our makeup, right? Our DNA, we get possessive, right? Mm-hmm. We get possessive. We in a competitive world, by nature. That's what we are. But I'm saying, when you get too aligned with who she gives her body to, where that can totally take you out of your mental space, because some dude she slept with, or some dude she seen, or some dude she gave her number. It's not a safe place, bro.
Do you believe in financial abuse?
Absolutely. There happens all the time.
So do you believe that if you are the breadwinner in a situation that your girl must follow what you say, or you'll remove funding?
That just makes us sneakier. Those are the women that I like best. I like the women with the financial abusive guy, because the financial abusive guy, he's covering everything, because that's his power.
Sorry.
So he's covering everything.
Yeah.
And so she's extremely careful, right? I just had this conversation on the way over here. So the financial abusive guy, she don't want to make no mistakes. So what she becomes is even more easily accessible to me. Now, we ain't got to go out. We ain't got to do nothing with her because she can't get caught. Mm-hmm. She can't get caught because her whole life is turned upside down if she does get caught. So then that ends up being like the simplest, all about just sex and fun entertainment over like text messages and stuff like that. You cannot control a woman financially, bro. You cannot control a woman emotionally. A woman got to choose you and want to be there. And if you're trying to use any of these tools to try to get a leg up, it's short-lived, bro. It's short-lived. You know? And the more you use those tools, look, every guy done seen this scenario. You can go from being everything to this woman. You see it in marriages all day. How do you get to a point where you marry a woman, buy a house with her, build a life, have kids, and then you end up sleeping in separate rooms and y'all ain't had sex in how long? That woman saw you up here, and then at some point you diminished in her eyes. And the minute you diminish in a woman's eyes, another man is easily to step in that space. You just gotta know. Every man knows what it's like when your woman's into you. You know. True. You know, it's a different energy, it's a different vibe, it's a different light up when you text, it's a different thing in her voice. And if you're not getting that, that's the joy, right? So here's a question, right? What you think? You think it's better to be the person giving the love or the person receiving the love?
Receiving the love.
See, you're wrong. The person giving the love gets the experience. The person receiving the love, So think about it, right? You in your life, have you had a chick absolutely nuts about you, crazy about you? She couldn't wait to see you, couldn't wait, whatever. Just, you know, maybe your wife when you first met her, right? Like everybody who's experienced that, right? Mm-hmm. When somebody's crazy about you, it's cool. You acknowledge it, right? Oh, wow, man, chick's feeling me crazy, she's whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not really the experience. But that chick that's feeling you, she feels the, oh my God, I can't wait to talk to him, can't wait to see him.
Okay.
Oh my God, whatever. She's the one giving the love. That's the experience. That is the experience. That's the
But you're speaking
fulfillment.
you're speaking from the perspective of a woman, but you can't speak for a woman.
No, but it's the same perspective as a man. You've never had that scenario where you crazy about a chick.
What was the question you asked? What's the best experience, right?
Yeah, what experience do you think is who gets the better experience? The person giving the love or the person receiving?
But how would the person giving it, putting their all into something, is receiving the best experience? That could be attributed to a lot of things. It could be lust, it could be attention, it could be anything that's within them. The person receiving it would have the best experience because they're receiving all this love, attention, and desire. So that's why I said the person. But you saying giving, you're speaking from the giver. I want to be able to speak from the person doing it unless I'm the person doing it.
Yeah, but but you've been both.
Yes, my best experience would then be both. Because receiving it,
Well, so if you got one or the other, whether you're the person receiving it or the person giving the love, like the person that's in love, that's giving it, who do you think is giving them the better experience out of the two? Which one's the better?
I can't answer that. I don't know.
All right, so
Give your opinion. Don't try to
and it's not just my opinion. It's just
don't try because it's not facts. You can't say it's facts. You cannot say that, Punisher. But yeah,
but you couldn't even give an opinion on it.
I gave my opinion. I said the person receiving the love has the better experience. Me.
Oh, okay.
That's mine.
So
yours is the person giving it.
Okay, but that wasn't my point. My point is, which one of those scenarios you think is more ideal for a woman?
It's a different question you're asking now.
Well, I just wanted to hear your vibe on it. I knew where I was going with it. What you think is the better experience?
For a woman?
Yes.
I can't speak for women.
Dude, you're an educated man,
I can't speak for women.
All right, so what I'm gonna say is I think the woman's best experience is to be the giver.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because her tied into her feelings and her makeup, that's the experience, right? That is the experience. So where I think a lot of guys mess up at is we fall in love, especially, I speak for myself. I wasn't raised around my dad. I was raised by a single mom, right?
Understood.
So I made my mom the pedestal, right?
Yeah.
So my mistake was I would fall in love with a woman, and then I would go from her being crazy about me
to you
and to me being crazy about her. And when I flipped that, what you want, babe? What you need, babe? What you want, babe? Whatever the case may be, that's not her natural flow. It's not. It's like how they give the analogy, the woman's the earth. As a man, you're supposed to be the sun, right?
Yeah.
The sun, the earth is supposed to revolve around the sun, and based on the energy the sun gives the earth, that's where you get warm days, beautiful weather. You give the sun the wrong energy, you get wintertime, bad. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What a lot of us we do as men is we start out the sun with our woman revolving on her. We fall in love, then we turn her into the sun. We start orbiting around her, which is cool. This guy's crazy about me. It's whatever, he loves me to do anything I want, but they lose value for that like that.
All right.
They lose value for that like that. I mean, do I sound like I'm completely off base?
Listen, I'm just here to listen. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that I'm not against you. I'm just here to listen. You not gonna trick me. I get your game. Nah, I heard you. Yeah, I respect it. I respect what you're saying. I understand your ideology. I understand what you got.
Okay, so now let's go back to what I was saying earlier about the overvaluing or to put yourself in a strongly vulnerable situation if she makes decisions with her sexuality, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to remain in that position of, let's call it the sun, right? Where your energy and how you flow and everything is dictating your dynamic with your woman. And part of that way of staying as stoic and strong and on point is you can't be fully shaken by decisions she's gonna make as a woman. They're encompassed by feelings, man. Feelings change like the weather. You are never safe. Never.
In closing, for me, I would say it may be a contradiction because you have a shirt that says "Blind for Love," brother.
Dude, I'm just in for the style.
Nah, we got him.
Yeah, but bro, look. But that's real. Love is a trillion and oh. It'll knock the best of us off.
No, you fact. Anybody that says that, I'm not on that side. That's why I stay. Because I don't speak on anything that I don't know, that I'm not familiar with. But I do understand. I do respect what you're saying. And yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's a different perspective, man.
Yeah, it's a good
you lucked up, bro. You found a.
Hey, don't mention my family. Don't mention my family.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Don't mention my family. That's that trick. That's that trick, right, JR? They try to mention your family. Get your jack. Do you have? I think that I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for this, for giving me your story and your testimony. I think it's great. I think that I want to see what a lot of people are gonna say about what you just said. I want to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be some pushback. Look, when the first thing you hear when I'm like, yo, being a cuckold is being a G, like letting other dudes smash and not caring, because a cuckold is not just being there, right? Mm-hmm. Any man who your woman is out doing other sexual stuff, with your knowledge or without your knowledge, she automatically made you a cuck, right? So it's either your woman's loyal or she's not. That's the real definition.
Got it.
That's the real definition. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they just took it to a next level of the guy that watches, right? But I'm telling you, man, your strongest position as a man is once you become attached to what she does with her body, you at risk. You at a big risk.
This is how he smashed people's wives.
JR. Look what he's saying. I know that talk. This is how you smash their wives by taking this grandstand. Grandstand on your own. Salute. Let's go ahead and that's it. I'm out, man. Grandstand. You need your jacket or you just walking with me?
Oh, yeah. Let me get my jacket.
JR, you agree with this guy? Come on, JR.
But
it makes sense, right?
it does.
I knew you gonna say that.
Yeah, Flip don't want to put that message out there.
No, I'm done. No, the message is out there, but it's just my mind. What you said, JR?
So once you start getting emotionally attached to what she does, you start getting railroaded off your tracks and.
So what he's not saying anything wrong. It's not wrong, but what he's saying is that like.
I think the best.
My part where I got caught up is the loyalty. There are loyal people out there.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. But if you luck up and you get a loyal woman, cool. But you still shouldn't be hanging on a thread if she makes a decision.
And the loyal ones, I don't think people really appreciate the loyal ones.
They don't. Because it's rare. You don't appreciate them till they're gone.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate them till they're gone.
Right. Yeah, my man. Crazy. My man, the Punisher. Oh, pardon me, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. No. Punisher. Hey, yo, Punisher, man. Well, thank you for... Pardon me, fellas. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the experience, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Put me on, man. It's crazy. Thank you for the... Conversation's kind of crazy, yo. I gotta get that.
The more you think about it, the more it's gonna make sense. I'm telling you, man.
Bro. I don't live in your realm. You giving out cock. You give out cock.
Yeah.
I don't like that realm, man.
But is it so if a batch you want to pay you ain't getting it out?
No.
Lies. Look at that. Cat.
I'm married. You trying to force me to talk like that in front of my son?
No, but we're just saying, in a scenario, if you were a single man.
I can't answer those type of questions because I can't picture me being single. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, so Mayor Flip, you're a politician there.
I appreciate you though, bro. I appreciate you, man. Hey, it's Queenzflip. Shout out to the Punisher. Shout out to him. I think it's great. Thank you for your story. Thank you for like what you said, and you know what I mean. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know if what the Punisher is saying is real, or let me know if he's full of crap.
Yeah.
Any final words?
Yeah, yo, listen, man. I'm just trying to give game to fellas, so you know, I got heartbroken, right? So maybe I'm talking from experience, but yo, I ain't never seen a dude getting fully invested in what somebody does with their body work out well for them. You know what I'm saying? But yo, appreciate the interview, man. Check out the book and search of Freezer Meat. Get all the game, get all the information, teach you some things, and I get punished on Instagram and freezermeed.com if you want some coaching, get your game right.
Your Queens, yo.